Kraven the Hunter, the trailer dropped starring Aaron Taylor Johnson. This has been teased for a while. And I was kind of shocked that one, it's going to be rated R, and two, that there is, and because of that, it's like bloody gory, like they're not sparing any, they're not shielding anything in terms of like violence, which a lot of these movies do because they're rated PG-13. Kind of excited about this. I don't know. I mean, like the trailer wasn't like amazing, but I am kind of excited by the fact that there's not going to be any real barriers in terms of like what we're going to be able to see. Venom, another movie that should have been rated R, was not, and I think that was to its detriment. So I'm excited about this being kind of released from those restrictions. Russell Crowe was in this movie, which I was not expecting, but I wasn't expecting to see him in this one. I didn't know he was attached to this film because I guess I wasn't paying attention to it. I know that might be Christopher Abbott's in this movie, so I'm excited to see him in this. And so is Ariana DeBose. Again, people I did not know that was attached to this movie are in this movie. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I didn't know you were here, but what's up? I'm not too familiar with the Sinister Six, like their origin stories, but obviously they're creating that universe to go up against Spider-Man, which is everything seems like it's linked back to Spider-Man, and they are making a fourth Spider-Man movie still.
I was in an argument with one of my friends. He was like, he saw the poster. He was like, y'all shouldn't judge a movie. This is Paul, by the way, friend of the podcast. It's been on a couple times.
Okay.
He was talking about you shouldn't judge a movie by a screen gap, and I was like, yo, that movie's trash water. He saw the trailer and he was like, yeah, it looks better than he's like, at least it looks good. The script is ass, but it looks good. And I was like, that's the majority of the issue we've had so far with these Sony trying to fight Marvel. They have Spider-Man and they only have Spider-Man, but they don't have the rights to any of to really use Spider-Man the way they want to. They're using Spider-Man with Sony. They have the rights for every other part of Spider-Man. They can use whatever villain they want. But if Marvel says, hey, we want to use this character as well, they kind of have to acquiesce to those whims. That's the issue. Like, the direction they've taken all these one-off movies, whether it's Morbius, whether it's Venom, whether it's Kraven the Hunter, is they've tried to, and I've realized this, the depictions and the way of their origins kind of goes back to the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies. Where, if you remember those Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies, they were doing genetic experiments on animals, period. Like, Electro, he got his powers from eels. Spider-Man, of course, a spider. And so I think they already had the line of every Spider-Man villain kind of shares the same origin of Spider-Man with animal, radioactive, gets the power. And they did it with Morbius. Morbius was ass. And they did it with Kraven the Hunter. And they show you in the trailer how he gets his powers. He's hunting with his father.
They do. And
he gets bit by a lion. And then he gets superhuman lion powers. At least in Morbius, it was some experience with bats. Spider-Man, it's a radioactive spider. Ain't nothing wrong with the fucking lion. Like, Sony, you have something so good with Miles and the animated stuff. Just stick with that if you want to do Spider-Man stuff. Because you do it well. With Lord and Miller, you do it fine. Stick with that. Once they try and add these Spider-Man villains who don't even show up against Spider-Man in the MCU, and they do this weird thing of they take villains and they don't make them villains. They do this weird anti-hero moral gray area, which if you're fans of these characters, there were sometimes the comics where Venom played a good guy, played a bad guy. 9 times out of 10, though, Venom is eating them whole. That's the Venom I want to see. I know what they're doing with the design of that poster. But beyond that, and Sony wonders why their movies don't do good when it comes to this stuff.
I wish that they didn't give away like most of the film. I hate when trailers do that overall, when they're just like, we're going to tell you exactly what's going to happen in the movie. Like, then why do I need to see it? You know what I mean? But Aaron Taylor Johnson is fine. So it's like, it's a debate. It's a debate of whether or not I will go see it.
The worst thing about
guys and violence, like, I'm an easy target.
If I wasn't attracted to women, I could say, damn, Aaron Johnson, maybe. And it's funny because when you look at the trailer, it's clear in the majority of the movie he's not shirtless. He's wearing like a vest the whole time. So half of your marketing for promoting this dude shirtless in his vest is not even depicted in the movie, I think, or the trailers. It's just solely on the posters. But damn, them abs look good though. I'm birthdays in January. I'm probably just gonna go to the gym for like the rest of my life and get that. Them abs look good, bro. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna
he's
hate.
like ripped. Like,
You know,
ooh. I might just be feeling frisky and go see it in October. I don't know. And there's a lot coming out. This might be at the end of my list. Fall is always a very busy season for film. So, anyways, yeah, that's it. That's it.
did you like that clip? Well, you can listen to the entire podcast because the 16mm Film Crew podcast is available on all major podcast platforms.